How's it going, YouTube? Chris Aramone Theater. I got a brand new video for you today. Well, just got back off the honeymoon just a few hours ago. Got home probably around 12 o'clock. Enjoyed ourselves. I want to thank everybody for wishing us, the congratulations and stuff. And I appreciate everybody doing that. We're back to reality now. Today is my birthday, so I'm just kind of chilling out right now. But I wanted to do this video because yesterday we saw The Running Man, and I was going to do a video, right out of the theater, but I said, well, we're going home tomorrow, and I'll just do one when I get home. That way I have my mic and everything. So I want to talk about The Running Man. Now, before I start this review, I just want to say that I did not get a chance to go to a nice Dolby cinema or anything like that. I asked a bunch of questions before we went in. It was really the only theater right there in Roanoke, Virginia, where we were at. Pretty much right there on, I guess that's in the main drag area. It was AMC 10. It only had 10 theaters in there, and we were in one of the larger theaters. Now, as we were sitting there, we were the only ones in there at first. And it was getting close to getting start. And my wife now, she said, thank you for renting this whole theater for me. I said, baby, yeah, absolutely. But, there ended up, here come two guys in, here come another guy, here comes somebody else. There's probably 4 or 5 other people. Now, we went to the 1:30 in the afternoon yesterday. So we were there. They had just opened the doors. We were the only truck in the parking lot. So there wasn't a whole lot of people there. So I like going early and listening to the theater, but I checked the theater out because he couldn't tell me. I was like, does this theater have Dolby Atmos? He's like, I was like, surround sound, height speakers in the ceiling. He said, well, it's in one of our bigger theaters. I was like, okay, cool, we'll watch it. We're good. So I went in there and I looked, and of course, no ceiling speakers. So basically, this theater was just a regular AMC theater, and it sounded good. So this review, I'm just going to talk about how good the movie is and how good I think it's going to be when it comes to home theater. To your home theater in digital and in physical media, because you can kind of tell, hopefully, how it's going to sound. So we'll get with that. And then when we're sitting there, you could hear something playing off in another room, and I'm like, man, there's something going off in there. I totally forgot Predator Badlands was playing. I would have went and seen it too. So that's probably what I was hearing, and it was paying off. It must have been the theater next door. So, but anyway, so let's get started. I get sidetracked real easy. Now we know the first Running Man is classic Schwarzenegger movie. I absolutely love the original Running Man. So when Glenn Powell was doing the press for this movie, I didn't even know they was redoing the Running Man until a couple of months ago, or however long it's been since I saw the first videos of it. I said, really? They're redoing the Running Man? I said, well, I like Glenn Powell. I really like him. So then, then you see Josh Brolin's in it and see some things. And I was like, well, this might be very interesting. And I didn't really know anything else about it. So you can tell they're going to redo the story a little bit. I'm not going to spoil it for you at all. But I will talk about a few things that they changed. I don't want to spoil it. I want you to go see it. When I played the original Running Man, Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura, golly, the guy that did Family Feud, I don't know why I can't think of his name. I know what good is anything, but Richard Dawson. I don't know why it's blank. And that's a classic movie. Now, my wife could not get into it. She was just on her phone, just didn't care nothing about it. She just didn't like it. But I like it. It's a classic. I love the Schwarzenegger movie. It's a freaking classic. It's one of my favorites of his back in the day. So fast forward to this one. So I was kind of optimistic just because I like Glenn Powell. I like Josh Brolin. I said, okay, so let's see how this thing goes. This movie has a lot of action, explosions and stuff. Now, the theater that I was in, it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of bass in the theater I was in. So I'm hoping it was the theater and not the movie. They had a lot of explosions throughout the movie here and there, lots of gunshots, all kinds of stuff. So when it comes to home theater, hopefully it's going to sound a whole lot better than what I experienced. I feel bad. I kind of feel bad about doing the review on the movie because it wasn't in the best theater. But I felt like I wanted to talk about the movie because it really is a good movie. They did, like I say, I'm not going to say what the deal is or how it ended. I'm not going to say anything because it is a different version of the Running Man. So the Running Man, it all has the same principles, but it's definitely different. Now, I've never read the book. I've noticed a book on it, and I think Stephen King wrote it and did it under an alias name because he didn't think it was going to be good, but then it ended up being good. So I think I'm right on that. But they did gender swap a person, and gender and race swap the same person, which I don't know why. And one of the things with Killian, which was played by Richard Dawson, he wasn't the announcer. They had a different guy announcing, and Killian was kind of the head over the thing, from what I remember from the original one. So that was just a few changes, and other than that, the other changes to the film were so you didn't have like Jesse Ventura's, these characters were like gladiators and stuff like that. They didn't have that. They had the hunters, and the hunters could assume any person. They could disguise themselves and do this and do that, which I thought was kind of cool. And also, they worked in a certain arena style. They were actually in the wild, and they had 30 days. So what I'm doing is just setting up the movie and how it was different from the original Running Man. So they used the same names, Ben Richards, and the other little characters that were with him. They did the same. They did a lot of the same stuff, but in different ways. And I really liked how they did it. I don't think I need to explain any further. That was pretty much the biggest changes to it. But it actually, they spun it a totally different way, which I thought was really good. I think from what I could tell, it's going to be a good movie when it comes to digital and stuff. So my reaction. It's not my first reaction because it was yesterday afternoon. So it's been like 24 hours later, 25, 26 hours later, however long it's been. I think it's 3 or 4 o'clock, whatever time it is now. It's about the time we got out yesterday. I think it's going to be it's a really action-packed movie. For those that are fans of the original Running Man, I would think you would like this. They did pay homage to Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I thought that was good. I think Arnold Schwarzenegger may have put his blessings on it. I think Glenn Powell was trying to get up with Arnold Schwarzenegger to actually ask him some questions and talk with him, and I think they really did. I've seen some interviews and stuff. But I think if you're a fan of the original Running Man, I love the original Running Man. I've got it on the 4K Steelbook when it came out, and I really liked the movie, and I am a fan of this movie. And not just because of Glenn Powell. I like how they took the same idea of the original Running Man and they flipped the script on it and changed some things, but not in a bad way. They did not change this in a bad way. They changed it, to me, in a good way. Now, I'm not a real big fan of gender swapping and race swapping and stuff like that. Do it like the original. But the character they did, you'll see it. I mean, the other characters, I will say this. The other characters that had a bigger role in the original, very, very minor roles in here. So it don't even matter what they did with the characters. It really didn't matter. So, but in my opinion, they took the idea of the Running Man. I ain't gonna say they made it better. They made it different, and they made it good. So I fully endorse the new Running Man. I think it's a good movie. It's got a lot of action. Like I say, I mean, you can tell there's going to be some good sounds. They should be some good atmos effects, because there was a lot of stuff overhead and helicopters and swinging from this and that and doing this and explosions. And we should hopefully get some good atmos effects. Hopefully some good bass, because like I say, the theater I was in just did not have really what I was hoping for. So hopefully we will get a better effect on the movies when it comes to home theater. So hey, that's my review. If I'd have watched Predator Badlands, which I know that movie is off the charts, is what I've been hearing. Rotten Tomatoes has got it really high. I hadn't seen it lately, but I think it's pretty high score. So Predator Badlands. If I'd have did it, I'd be doing a video on it also. But Running Man, hey, I'm looking forward for it coming to digital. I'm gonna buy it, of course, and then matter of fact, they've already got steelbooks up for pre-order. It's like $52. I'm gonna wait. If the price goes down. If I miss a steelbook, who cares? I'll get it later. So that is my video, guys. Got more videos coming. Got to figure out how to get my boxes right now. I just can't. Married, honeymoon, so forth, so on. But hopefully we're going to get some boxes for those 21s. I'm going to do another video on the 21s. Basically, I just did that video to let y'all know what was going on, that the 24s is gone. But we got 421s, and I think we're going to end up better off with the 421s. I really do. So we'll do another video, and we'll take the subs out of the box, the shipping box, and we'll look at them real good. Look at the cone. We'll look at the woofer, the surrounds, and everything. So that video is coming up. May even shoot it tomorrow. So guys, I love y'all, and I appreciate you sticking with me through the bad times. There ain't been no bad times. That's what I was just telling my wife, and I'll just share a little bit of this. And like I told her, I've been in some deep, dark times in my life, and you all have been with me. If you were with me early on in my channel when I was going through my divorce and my first marriage. But I told her, I said, we've talked for a couple of years, but she came to stay with me last year, and we got real serious. And I said, well, hey, just come on, and let's do this thing. And I told her the last year of my life has been some of the best, if not the best year of my life. And I'm just being honest. And she is just an amazing woman, and I love her to death. And I'm so happy that things has worked out the way they have. But going forward, man, we're gonna have some good times on the channel. I mean, I don't even care if I get a whole lot of stuff in for review. If it's where I can, I'm gonna buy stuff like I did, the projector, the subwoofers, the boxes. I mean, I like getting stuff in a review. Sometimes I get to keep it. Sometimes I have to send it back. The 24s were, I wanted to buy them, but I had them on an extended review, and it just didn't work out. But I do like getting stuff in, and sometimes, like with the chairs here, the chairs Valencia sent them to me. I got to keep them. With this one, they sent me this chair, then I had to buy these two chairs. I mean, that's awesome. And a lot of times they'll cut breaks and help you out, and And I like doing YouTube, and I love, this is my passion. This is what I care about. Movie reviews, and I go off on tangent. I do this every time. Movie reviews, home theater reviews. I mean, I like it all. I like it all. So anyway, I'm gonna cut this video off. So guys, I hope you've had a good weekend, and we're gonna catch you again in the next video.